Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Political Hot Seat Friday, or not, Thursday, July 3rd.
Almost.
Friday, July 4th. That's tomorrow. Anyway, our phone number is 727-8750. I was just informed that our phone is working, and it may be your phone that's broken.
Yeah.
But if you want to test it, go ahead and call 727-8750. And I do have a very simple question here for a free pizza from Tower Pizza, and it is the main reason for the Declaration of Independence. Now, that's the easy one. I was saving the hard one for the second part, but there's a second pizza, and that is, how many hot dogs are consumed during the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Now, that's a hard one, and bid it up in the millions, please.
Got a phone call, I think.
Well, we do, but
it's ringing, but we'll talk.
We were talking about the roads, and on the break there, we were talking about, like, you know, you got a whole county, so when the people call from Pahrump, they think it's just in their neighborhood or their street or something.
Yeah.
But you got a whole county that you got to think of when you start budgeting the money.
The budget is broken up in such that when you read in the paper the county got $2 million, that usually has to go for a certain item, has to go for certain things. The roads are done through the gasoline tax. So if you drive to Vegas every day, fill up here, fill up in our county, because that money comes to your roads. And when we first moved here, my wife would regularly fill up down in Vegas.
Right.
And then she understood then, finally, that money stays here, so.
All right, well, we do have a caller out there, and go ahead, caller, with your question. Caller?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yes, this is for Mr. Schinhofen. I noticed that you brought the building in from Yucca Mountain to be the one-stop building over there at the Calumet High. And I noticed it was put together and everything, but not a whole lot was done on it recently. And I was just wondering if you had a completion date of when you were going to have that thing put together.
No, and thank you, Joe. It's a good question and observant, because when it first went in, that's what we had dates we wanted to get it done at. We have some issues with the inside of that building we're looking at. Pretty soon, which is in the next few weeks, that'll come to the board for our decision on what we're going to do moving forward. We got the building for free. It was out at the test site. It was checked and made sure it was clean. They can't take it out without checking for radiological whatever contaminants. But we have some other issues with that we're looking at, and how we're going to proceed with it. But right now, we have a one-stop shop on the highway. We moved the building permit, building and safety in with planning, and right next to that is public works. So that's working out fine over there. It's working good, actually. And once we can get them over to the eye, I think it'll be better. We brought those buildings in to save money, to cost savings, because to stick build, anytime we do that kind of construction, we got to pay prevailing wage, and then it gets pretty expensive. But we have some issues with the inside of that we're dealing with, and it's going to take a decision of the board of when we're going to go forward. So I have no end date for you, but it's not costing money while it's sitting there. It's not under a contractor where we're having to pay out, even if it's not. It's only going to cost us as you see work done. That's when the money is going to be spent. So it's a good question, though. Thank you.
So we got the building, we just don't know when.
We got the frame up, basically. Those were prefabs, mobile, whatever you want to call them, and there's concerns about how it's inside what we need to do and what's it going to cost. Ultimately, is it better to continue with this project or try something else? I really can't go into detail because it's not on an agenda item yet, but. If I cost you money, I cost me money. I live here too. Yeah. So we're looking for the best way to move forward.
All right. Well, we were talking about Yucca Mountain before the break.
Yucca Mountain.
And I still can't believe nobody can get this about the Declaration of Independence.
What was the main reason that we declared independence?
Yeah. But anyway, the Yucca Mountain deal, it went kind of dead, and Harry Reid was out there protesting, and the mayor of Las Vegas was going to lay down in the highway. And
Yeah.
I figured all you do is drive over them, and they ain't that big of a bump.
They would make a big bump. Yeah,
but,
especially Harry.
Yeah, but the thing is some of these same people are the ones that brought it here when it was politically correct to bring it here.
There's a
resolution.
Thank you.
And then now that it's you got so
not
many,
politically popular.
Yeah, now you got all these people from California moved in and said, well, I wonder if my potatoes are glowing in the dark, or something. But you get them in there, so all of a sudden these same people who fought to get it put there for economic reasons,
right,
for jobs and that, turn around and go on TV and say, oh my God, this is a terrible idea, but it was their idea in the first place.
Yeah, they passed a resolution at the state level to move forward with Yucca Mountain. They started the thing, they spent a lot of money, they started the studies, and then Harry found out that it was a good political thing to get reelected with, so he said, I'm going to stop it, it's horrible, it's bad, we can't do this. The Screw Nevada bill happened where they cut out the other two that they were looking at. But this was the best site mean-wise, where it sits. And so for all these years, they've been telling us how dangerous it is, and they won't let the science be heard. And the courts of appeals have heard our lawsuit along with other states, and they've ordered them to move forward with the licensing, and they still won't fund it. And that's my big beef with them. Is they're convinced it's unsafe, then let the science be heard. I don't want it if it's found not to be safe. I don't want it. My grandkids are growing up here. But if it's safe, let's get those jobs. We lost 2,500 jobs out of Southern Nevada when Harry killed that.
All right. Well, we do have a caller on the line who's going to attempt to answer this question. Go ahead, caller. Can you hear us? Hello, caller.
Dean, you there?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Okay, do you got an answer to that question?
Yeah, I think the answer is to start a country.
No, well, that we did, but that wasn't the main reason. Anyway, you can call back later. You can probably look this up on the computer if you wish, but that's not the right answer.
Not the one you're looking for.
The other one you could take a guess at.
I think he's off. You there, Dean?
No, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Anyway, people, it's 727-8750. And why, what was the main reason for the Declaration of Independence? And it was not to start a country, which is a good answer, but that wasn't the main reason. Mm-hmm. So anyway, folks, the King of England did something that the people didn't like.
Yeah. We've talked a little bit about it already in our conversation. So Harry when he cut the funding, he was very proud of himself. He had President Obama direct his Secretary of Energy to stop the licensing process, and they cut the funding to it. But it's a federal law, and you can't stop a federal law by presidential decree. Well, he thinks he can. Wow. But anyway, we took him to court. We won that, and now they refuse to fund it for the licensing. And by the way, we were getting about $10 million a year, $11 million a year while that was ongoing for this county. Right. So it hurt us too.
Anyway,
I see the hands flailing, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's like we mentioned the word king, but we have another caller on the line, and his name is Larry. Go ahead, Larry. Can you hear us?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Okay, you got an answer for us?
Yes, sir. I got my answer for the pizza was taxation without representation.
You got it. What you're going to need to do is leave your name as your engineer here, who's a great guy, and then tomorrow you will have a call from someone at Tower Pizza, and they'll ask you what you want on your pizza. And tonight, I had one before I came on the show, so there's three.
There's three more,
and it's over 100 million.
So it's larger than 100 million and three.
Right. So anyway, if you want to call, just take a guess at it for a free pizza. And I tell you, folks, it isn't that I knew how many hot dogs we're eating. It's on the internet.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
But
made.
it is a
that.
nice round number. It isn't something weird.
Yeah,
So
it's
don't
not
come out with 125,384,000. You know, something like that. Yeah.
203.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that'd be for the second one.
Yeah.
Of course, I might save some money this week and not have to give that one away.
Yeah.
So I'll just eat it myself.
That'd be great. Good for you.
Yeah. But tomorrow being Friday and the 4th of July, you end up with a free pizza. Wow. What
That ain't
more?
bad.
You eat pizza and watch fireworks.
All right.
Okay, so we were back on the Yucca Mountain and how the county's doing and the startup of new businesses that possibly could be coming here. Name those off that you told me.
Real quick, we got Big Five. You see the frame up over there across from Saddle West. Near there too, they just broke ground by the Gold Town Casino. Got to know these new names. For the Holiday Inn Express. Those two are breaking ground. A Dollar General is open on the north side of town, past Bella Vista up there, or near Bella Vista.
Yeah, it's way out there.
Yeah, that's my. I joke with Frank Carboni. I asked him why he lives in Idaho.
Yeah.
But I know north south. I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah.
We all make up the county and town. It's on the north side, so there's something that went in on.
Well, I drive by there probably a couple times a week, you know.
Yeah.
I thought, my God, there's nothing out here but coyotes and jackrabbits.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Like my house.
we need to go back to a break here, and we will be right back with you after this break.